My name is Ben. For the last few years, I've been a journalist, living a pretty normal life in my early 30s. Or at least, it was normal until recently. 5 years ago, the world changed forever. Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon, the gods we thought were just myths, sacrificed themselves to stop the Titan Prometheus. They sealed him away, but it cost them everything. The universe has been quiet since then, a fragile peace that I, like everyone else, took for granted. But that peace was a lie. It started one night with a nightmare. I jolted awake, my sheets drenched in sweat, my heart pounding. I'd seen him, Prometheus, breaking free from his prison, his eyes burning with vengeance. As the vision faded, I felt this strange, unnatural pull in my chest. I looked down at my hands, and water was rising from my fingertips, swirling in the air like it was alive. Before I could even process what was happening, another vision hit me, a glowing sign at the end of a dark alleyway. I didn't know why, but I knew I had to go there. Something was calling me. When I found the alley from my vision, it was just as I'd seen it. Dim neon lights cast long shadows, and in the middle of it all stood two men. One was Elijah, a focused, intense-looking guy who I'd later learn was an FBI agent. The other, I knew him instantly. Chad, a professional wrestler now, but back in high school, he was my personal tormentor. The moment our eyes met, it all came rushing back. The teasing, the bullying, the years of resentment. "You! What are you doing here?" I hissed. I couldn't help it. An energy flared inside me, and water began to coil around my arm like a serpent, ready to strike. Chad just smirked, and his fists erupted in dark, crackling fire. It was Hades' power. Add it, too. We were about to tear each other apart right there, but Elijah stepped between us. Lightning sparked from his fingers, Zeus's power, and he shouted that if we wanted to fight, we'd only destroy ourselves, not the alley. We both backed down, but the anger was still there, simmering just beneath the surface. It was clear we had been chosen, inheriting the powers of the fallen gods. I was the new Poseidon, Chad was Hades, and Elijah was Zeus. We were the world's new, and very reluctant, line of defense. The next few weeks were a blur of relentless training. We had to master these incredible abilities. My control over water, Chad's dark fire, and Elijah's lightning. We pushed ourselves to the limit, learning how our powers could twist together, creating something new and stronger. It wasn't easy. The old tension between me and Chad was a constant obstacle. But one afternoon, while Elijah was out scouting potential threats, Chad walked up to me. I braced for another confrontation, but he surprised me. Apologis. He actually said he was sorry for how he treated me in high school. He admitted he was jealous, that he thought I hated him, and that he knew he'd been a terrible person back then. Hearing that, something inside me shifted. I let the water I was practicing with settle at my feet. I told him I understood, that maybe it was finally time to let go of all that anger, if we were going to have any chance of surviving what was coming. He held out his hand, still wreathed in a low, dark flame. "Friends?" he asked. I took his hand, and for the first time, the water around me felt completely calm. We had finally found our peace. And just in time. Not long after, the sky itself seemed to catch fire, turning a deep, burning orange. A rift tore open in reality, and from it emerged a towering, menacing figure. Prometheus was free. He had returned. There was no need for words. We knew what we had to do. Instinctively, we acted as one. My water, Chad's dark fire, and Elijah's lightning surged forward, merging into a massive, swirling vortex. It was a prison of pure elemental fury, and it slammed into Prometheus, trapping him. The strain was immense, a crushing weight that overwhelmed us completely. And then, everything went black. When we woke up, we weren't in the alley anymore. We were surrounded by a glowing, golden light. We were in Asgard. Our old lives were gone. My job as a journalist, Chad's wrestling career, our old grudges, all of it was washed away. All that was left was this new, unbreakable bond between us, forged through sacrifice, forgiveness, and the incredible power left behind by gods. Our journey was just beginning. Thanks for watching. If you want to see what happens next in our story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. See you next time.